They say every soul leaves a mark on the world, but what if that mark comes back to find you? Wide shot of a serene city park. Birds chirp. Leaves rustle. The golden glow of early morning gives the world a dreamlike quality. Cut to Noah, late 30s, tall but slightly hunched from life's burdens, wanders into the park with a coffee he doesn't drink and a sketchbook he hasn't opened in years. He sits on a worn bench, exhausted by nothing in particular, just life. But his gaze lands on something odd. A boy, no older than 10, sits on the bench across from him, hunched over a sketchpad. His hand moves quickly, eyes focused. Noah wasn't paying attention until he had to. The boy stands up abruptly. He looks around, then locks eyes with Noah. There's a flicker of familiarity, but no words. He takes the page from his pad, hesitates, and drops it on the bench before running off into the morning fog. Noah blinks. Noah, calling out, "Hey, wait." He rushes to the bench and picks up the sketch. It's a portrait of him, not just a likeness, his essence. The lines curve into his weary eyes, the furrowed brow, even the tiny scar under his chin. No artist could fake this detail. No stranger should know it. It was him. Every detail, every line. But who was this boy, and why was he drawing the face of a man he shouldn't know? Noah stays in disbelief, his coffee now cold, heart racing. The wind picks up and carries with it the feeling that this wasn't coincidence. It felt like fate, sketching its own story. The camera opens with Noah sprinting through the park, sketch in hand, his breaths heavy with urgency. Noah didn't believe in signs, but something in that drawing whispered, "Follow me." He darts down the cobblestone street, scanning sidewalks, alleys, faces. Finally, he spots a familiar shape, the boy, ducking into a building. It's an art school, a modest brick structure with a chalkboard outside. Young Visionaries, student showcase, open to public this week. Noah rushes in and scans the lobby, but the boy is gone. Inside, walls are covered in student drawings, landscapes, animals, family portraits, until he freezes. There it is, mounted, framed, and spotlighted, his face, drawn again, this time in charcoal. It's signed, Eli, age 10. Different style, same feeling. Whoever Eli was, he wasn't done drawing Noah's story. Receptionist, admiring Eli's work? He's quite the prodigy. Noah, carefully. Yeah, his, incredible. Do you happen to know who teaches him? The receptionist smiles and flips through a clipboard. Receptionist. That'd be Elena Cardenas. She heads the youth program. Noah's heart stops. Elena, a name he buried, a face he forgot how to forget. The ghosts of the past weren't just calling, they were drawing him in. Before the loneliness, there was her. We see Noah and Elena years ago, vibrant, artistic, lost in each other. Their world was one of brushstrokes and late-night laughter. Elena was a soft soul with fierce eyes, an art therapist who believed pictures could heal pain words never touched. But one day, she was gone. Noah, past voice. Elena, where'd you go? No letter, no goodbye, just vanished. He searched, called, even visited her family. But silence echoed louder than closure. She left without a trace, and Noah unraveled. His art turned dark. He quit commissions. Friends stopped calling. And Noah, once a rising illustrator, faded into a life of freelance and forgettable jobs. Back to present. Standing in the school hallway, Noah clenches the sketch. Noah, internal. Could it be her son? No, she wouldn't. She couldn't. But a burning need ignites inside him. This time, he wouldn't let the story end unanswered.
Scene: Noah walks into a classroom, pretending calm. Kids sit around drawing. One face among them stands out: Eli. Focused, eyes deep. Then a voice. Familiar. Elena. Elena, cheerful. All right, little visionaries, color outside the lines today. Noah freezes at the door. She turns, and her smile vanishes. Time had traced lines on her face, but not enough to erase what they once were. Elena, quietly. Noah. Noah, hoarse. Hi. Lena. She walks toward him, visibly shaken. Elena, trying to maintain. What are you doing here? Noah nods at the sketch in hand. I saw this. He drew me. I had to find out who he was. Her eyes flick to the sketch, then to Eli, who looks up briefly but doesn't recognize him. Elena. His name is Eli. One of my students. A pause. Not long, but not short enough to miss. She hesitated. And in that pause, a truth began to crack the silence. Noah, gentle. You left, Elena. No note. No reason. And now I find a kid drawing my face like a memory he never had. Elena, shaky. This isn't the place. Noah, pressing. Then where is? Because I've been waiting for years to finish the sentence you never let me speak. The room falls into awkward stillness. Children whisper. Eli watches. Elena. Come after hours. We'll talk. He didn't know what she would say, but he knew it would change everything. Interior, art school office, later that evening. Rain taps softly on the windows. The buzz of children is gone. Noah sits across from Elena, the sketch still in his hand. Elena, softly. His name is Eli. And yes, he draws you. A lot. Noah. Why? Why would a boy I've never met sketch me like I live in his head? Elena exhales. Elena. He says, you come to him in dreams. He says you feel like a memory he never lived. Noah leans back, stunned. Narrator. Logic wavered. Only the impossible remained. Elena, nervous. He's gifted. Sensitive. He sketches from instinct, from emotion. Maybe he saw a photo. Noah. You think I'll buy that? That this is just imagination? He stands. Noah, low, raw. Did you have a child, Elena? Elena stiffens. Noah, pressing. Is he mine? Silence. Then a single tear runs down her cheek. Elena, barely audible. Yes. Noah collapses into the chair, breath gone. Narrator, soft. In 5 letters, she rewrote his entire past. Elena. I was pregnant when I left. I wanted to tell you, Noah. I did. But, your father. Noah, confused. What? What does he have to do with? Elena, bitter. He came to see me. Said I was a distraction. That you had a future. And I would ruin it. Noah, furious. He threatened you? Elena, firm. He paid me. Paid me to disappear. Told me you'd be better off. She shows him a bundle of unopened envelopes. Elena. I tried writing you. Every year. Birthday cards for you and Eli. They all came back. Address unknown. Noah holds the envelopes like ash. The years he thought were empty had been full of love he never received. Noah walks to the window, eyes misting. Noah, quietly. I missed 10 years. Elena, choking up. I did too. And in that quiet room, the weight of a decade pressed down on both. Art school courtyard, the day after Noah and Elena's conversation. Some truths leave you shaken, but others stir something deeper, a longing for what could have been. Noah sits on a bench near the entrance, lost in thought, sketchbook unopened on his lap. The world buzzes faintly around him, but he's somewhere else, stuck between the boy in the drawing and the man in the mirror. Voice, off-screen. You're the guy in the drawings, aren't you? Noah turns, it's Lisa, Elena's young teaching assistant, maybe mid-20s, bubbly but sharp. Noah, startled. Yeah. I think I am. Lisa, smiling. Eli draws you all the time. We used to joke about his invisible muse. He never met you, right? Noah, shaky laugh. No, he hasn't. Lisa, softening. He told me once that you come to him in dreams. That you're always standing in a field. Waiting. Noah didn't believe in dreams. But maybe, dreams believed in him. He watches Eli through the classroom window, cheerful, confident, totally unaware of the chaos his sketches have caused. Noah, internal monologue. How do I introduce myself to a boy who's been imagining me his whole life? Scene, after school hours. Elena's classroom is empty. A soft rain taps the windows. Noah stands alone, hesitant. He walks to the table where Eli had been sitting. A notebook is there, spiral-bound, thick with pages. Curiosity. Guilt. Wonder. Call it what you want. But something made him open the book. He flips it open. And freezes. Every page, every single page, is a sketch of him. Young Noah. Smiling. Crying. Drawing. Holding a child. Sitting alone. Even older Noah, the way he looks now. Noah's breath catches. How could a child draw a man at ages he's never seen, in scenes that never happened, but should have? Suddenly, Elena appears in the doorway. Elena, firm. You shouldn't be looking at that. Noah, softly. He's been seeing me for years. Drawing versions of me I never got to be. Elena walks in, slowly. Her voice gentles. Elena. He once drew a picture of you holding his hand at a theme park. I asked why he drew a stranger. He said, he's not a stranger. He's just not here yet. Noah, tears forming. He waited for me, and I didn't even know I was supposed to come. For the first time in his life, Noah felt the weight of being missed. He gently closes the sketchbook. Noah, to Elena. I need to know for sure. Elena nods slowly. She understands. Scene, Noah walks into a classroom, pretending calm. Kids sit around drawing. One face among them stands out, Eli. Focused, eyes deep. Then a voice. Familiar. Elena. Elena, cheerful. All right, little visionaries, color outside the lines today. Noah freezes at the door. She turns, and her smile vanishes. Time had traced lines on her face, but not enough to erase what they once were. Elena, quietly. Noah. Noah, hoarse. Hi. Lena. She walks toward him, visibly shaken. Elena, trying to maintain. What are you doing here? Noah nods at the sketch in hand. I saw this. He drew me. I had to find out who he was. Her eyes flick to the sketch, then to Eli, who looks up briefly but doesn't recognize him. Elena. His name is